Hi, Steve Saka here from Dunbarton Tobacco Trust, and I'm here today to talk to you about our Sin Compromiso. Sin Compromiso is the term in Nicaragua they give to something that is without compromise, no compromise, and that's exactly what this cigar is. In fact, when you smoke one of these puros, you're smoking a cigar which you cannot get any of the same tobaccos in any other cigar in the marketplace. 3 of the fillers are uniquely grown just for Dunbarton Tobacco Trust, and the wrapper, which makes the cigar really extra special, is what we call our Cultivo Tanto crop. What is Cultivo Tanto? Well, it's the term the farmer gave me when I asked him to do what I wanted him to do. It basically means foolish crop, stupid crop. Why does he say that? Well, because I decided to employ a technique that I had read about for how they grow these royal Japanese royal musk melons. Basically, there's a plant that the vine will support 18 to 20 melons, and what they do is they plant that vine, but they only allow 2 of the melons to grow on it. They actually discard the other 18, and they allow those 2 melons to begin, and then they basically pick which of the 2 melons looks the healthiest, and then they basically get rid of the other melon. So therefore, the entire plant is devoted to just growing one single melon. And the concept behind this is that it makes that melon more lush, more rich, more sweet, more juicy, because you have an entire infrastructure of a root system and a vine system that's meant to support 18 to 20 melons, and it only has to support 1. And I wanted to try that very same technique when it came to wrapper. And so what we did is in the San Andres Tuxila, we basically grew a crop where we strip off half of the plant before it even begins to leaf out. Not prime it and then use those leaves, but literally as those leaves are just beginning to sprout, we pull them off the plant, and we only grow the top half of the plant. And as a result, we get only half of the leaves that we would normally expect, but not just half the leaves. We only get about 1/3 of the weight because the bottom half of the plant, the leaves are larger, and therefore we would end up with more yield off those plants. Now, what do I do with this half a plant? Well, basically, I use it as the wrapper on this cigar. And why? Because just like with the Royal Musk Melon, it just makes the tobacco a little thicker, a little juicier, a little fattier, and in particular, it makes it a little sweeter. And that is the beauty of the Cultivo Tanto crop. It takes San Andres Negro and just takes it up a level. And that's the wrapper that we use on our Sin Compromiso. What should you expect as a consumer when you smoke one of these cigars? Well, first off, other than the unique tobaccos, it's a medium-bodied cigar, medium plus. It is quite smooth, but at the same time, it's quite full too. It has a lot of flavor, a lot of richness. In fact, it's almost hard to describe. It's kind of a yin-yang thing where you can have a cigar that's actually quite strong, but yet it doesn't strike the palate that way in a peppery sort of sense. It's actually it's very easy on the palate. It's very easy for you to enjoy the smoke in your mouth. It's very easy for you to also relish in the flavors of this cigar. And it does. It has some really great taste. It's got cocoa, it's got cafe, it has hints of earth. And the other thing that's really unique about it is it has this odd, peculiar flavor of like almost a chicory root. It's a very unique, very complex cigar, and it's presented in this semi-processado format, which means it's soft pressed. Rather than a firm press, it's soft pressed, just to slow that burn down, just a little touch to really let that smoke be cool when it hits your palate. Sin Compromiso, it's one of our very best cigars, and I hope you have the opportunity to try one and enjoy one. Thank you very much.